In this video, I want to talk to you about how local newsletters can use AI to get their time back. You see, if you're starting a local newsletter and it's going to be your 5 to 9 for a while, you want to spend as little time as you can on writing and as much time as you can on growth, because as soon as you've got the growth up, you're going to be able to get more advertising. That's going to bring you more revenue, and more revenue means you're closer to that goal where you can turn your 5 to 9 into your 9 to 5 and have that lifestyle business you've always wanted. And AI is a great way for you to be able to claw back some of your time. Now, I'm going to show you some of the ways that we use AI in our business. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the ideas. I'm not going to give you the tools specifically in this video. However, if you would like us to go through how we use particular tools, or if you like, how do we use ChatGPT or something like that, just put a comment down under this video. We've had loads of comments recently. We're turning the comments into videos so we can actually help you out with the things you need to know. So just let us know, and we can make videos on those different topics. But before I go through exactly the use cases for AI that's going to save you time, I want to point out a few things. And the first thing is that human touch still matters. There's a lot of people that are out there taking what AI produces, they're not using decent prompts at all, cut and pasting it, and they're wondering why things aren't working for them online. They're wondering why their articles aren't ranking and things like that. And you do have to put in a bit more effort. You either need to learn how to prompt properly, or you need to go and pay for some tools. It doesn't have to be a huge amount of money, but the professionals who know how to prompt, they create these tools and they take a lot of the hard work away from you. So either go away and learn how to prompt, or be willing to put in a bit of money. Now, we actually use some of these tools, and on top of that, we've created our own tools as well. If you'd like to see the tools we've created, then you can just put the word tools into the comment, and we'll see if we can do that for you. But you want that human touch, and that's a mixture of training your AI to talk like you, teaching it properly how to do that, and also looking at exactly how people in that area talk, so using colloquial terms and making it sound like you. The whole point of a newsletter is community and connection, and you do that via the way that you write. So start off with the AI content totally. You want to save yourself some time, but it needs that human touch. Also remember about data and privacy. When you're using these AI tools, you need to do it responsibly and ethically. Anything put into these AI tools should be considered public knowledge, in that the large language model, the AI, is going to be trained on that information. So do respect your subscribers' data. Make sure if you're doing anything with it, then you are doing it in a way that is ethical and a way that they have agreed for you to use their data and information. And then also accuracy as well. There are some great tools that we use for curations. We can just go onto these tools and they will curate all the information we need to put into our local newsletter, but we always need to check for the accuracy as well. Okay, sometimes they get the dates wrong. Sometimes they might give you an event that was from that date a previous year, or it might be that they've pulled something and they said it's happening this weekend, but it actually happened a couple of months ago. So always proofread, always edit, always check the work, double checking things like dates and stuff like that. The way I do it, the rule I have in my head, and this is how I tell anyone to use AI, is consider the job 70% done. Okay, so if I said to you, here's a group of AI tools, we use them every day in our business, it's going to reduce your workload on newsletter creation by 70%. Most people would say, yeah, how do I do that? Sign me up. I want to save 70% of my time. But know that that 30%, you need to actually be putting in the effort and making sure that the content you're putting out is valuable, it is reliable, because otherwise that's just going to hurt your business. So what I'm going to do now is show a few use cases that you can use AI for. Now, this isn't everything because I don't want to overwhelm you. You can get really, really into the weeds with newsletters and talk about segmentation and stuff like that. I'm not doing that in this video. I just want to give you an overview. So the first thing you can do is obviously the writing of the newsletter. So use some kind of AI writing assistance. That's whether you create your own prompts in ChatGPT or Claude, whether you create a custom GPT. But this can help you draft the content for your newsletter based on keywords, topics, the tone. You can teach your AI to write like you or sound like somebody from that particular area. If you're writing a newsletter but you don't actually live in that location, it can help you with titles, it can help you with intros, bullet point summaries. It can help you take a news article and summarize it into less words so it fits into your newsletter, and then you can link out. It can do different tones. So for example, if you want persuasive or you want friendly for different parts of your newsletter, it can do that depending on whether you're writing an ad or whether you're talking about a charity event. So these AI writing assistants are really, really helpful. They're going to take a lot of the workload off your back. Okay, the other thing I do a lot with our AI tools is summarization. So for example, when I find a news article, as I just mentioned, it might be quite long and I want the AI to reduce it down, maybe change the tone, leave this bit out, include that. And the AI will be able to do that for me, which means I can take press releases, local news articles, things like that. I can condense them down to a social media post or something that goes in my newsletter. So if you're doing a curated newsletter where you're going out and getting tons of sources and putting them together into your newsletter, this is a brilliant kind of tool for you to create or use or build in order to write your newsletter. Another one is automated responses. So when you have your newsletter, the first thing you're going to set up is your welcome email. Now you might have a couple of these, but that will be later on, that when you get sort of further down the line with your newsletter. But it can write a welcome email for you. Now it should have a certain format, and we can teach you how to do that if you're interested to know more about welcome emails, to stop emails going into spam and stuff like that. Basic customer service responses. So, if you have messages coming in about certain things, so maybe someone's interested in advertising, or you need a holding email, or somebody sends something in to your newsletter, but you want to politely let them down that it's not really relevant. All those kind of things, all those kind of emails can be written with AI. The other thing you can do a lot of, which is really useful, is A/B testing. So A/B testing is good for you to be able to work out what people like in terms of subject lines and email formats and layouts. Give the same information but change the layouts in different ways. Send times, open rates, click-through rates, all these kind of things. As I said, as you get more into your newsletter, these are the kind of things that you should be testing, and AI can definitely help you to do that. The other thing that we do with our newsletters, once the newsletter is written, you need to then promote it. Now, you should be promoting it beforehand as well. That will actually help you get more subscribers than afterwards. But putting things onto social media, again, you don't want to be writing that copy from scratch, whether it's copy going in an image or whether it's actually going with the post itself. So having an AI assistant write your social media for you, research that hashtags, it's going to save you a huge amount of time and won't need a ton of editing either if you train your AI properly. The other thing is visuals. We use AI a lot to create visuals for us. Now, if you're in the location, you can go and take photos yourself. But if not, you might want to use the AI in order to create some images for you. So for example, if you're talking about an event in a bar, you might want AI to create an image of people standing in a bar having a good time. Maybe it's a sports bar, and you can use that if you can't go and take a photograph of the actual event. But we use AI a lot in order to produce images for us. Again, you've got to get your head around exactly how to prompt and how to do it properly. But again, there's tools out there that will do a lot of that for you, that have prompt generators built in within the software. You need any help with any of these guys, just leave us a comment, tell us what you need, and we can help you out by making some more videos and enhancing existing visuals as well. So for example, if you've got an image of something but I want to edit it, I want to add some text to it or something, AI can do all of that. Then there's topic exploration as well, because you don't know everything about your city, not everybody does, but AI can help you with the research, help you find local topics, identify trends, underreported stories, find new sources of information for your newsletter. When you start building a newsletter, you're probably going to end up with somewhere between 20 to 50 websites that you are looking at regularly in order to curate your content from. And actually, AI can help you go through these websites very, very quickly, pull out what you need, and then it's just a case of cut and pasting. So finding tools that will help you do this is going to save you a ton of time in the research phase and the writing phase, and then the publication phase. And then there's fact checking and verification as well. So for example, you can use AI to check the information is correct and identify potential sources of information that you need to go to find out a little bit more. So for example, ChatGPT isn't trained up to today, but there are AI tools that are able to go out, and they work a little bit more like Google. Yes, you could use Google Gemini, that's a good start. but there's other tools that we use that are better, that will not only just do the research for you, but it will also provide the source. And that is great because it's just a very easy way for you to validate that the thing that you found, the event or the news article, wherever it is relevant to your area. It does come from a source that you can trust, and then you can just go ahead and do whatever you need to do in order to format it, get it into your newsletter, get it onto social media, and get everything published as quickly as possible. So that's everything I wanted to go through in this video. If you want any more help with newsletters and AI, then just put a comment below. We answer all our comments on the channel, and on top of that, we're making videos like this one in order to help you out a little bit more. But if you do want more on local newsletters, check out this video on the screen now. Watch it. It's going to help you out massively. We'll see you in the next one.